Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy, and today we're going to be talking about the price of uranium and a bit about commodities pricing and how there's a little bit of volatility going on with uranium price. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It helps my channel grow, and give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. So yeah, I just got this new computer, and so I think it's probably going to be a lot better for me. Doesn't seem to make as much noise, and yeah, it seems to be pretty good. So yeah, here, let's get into uranium. So here's Beachfire Brewing. They're in Campbell River. So I'm giving them a shout out. Whoever watches this video, it's pretty good stuff. Brewery. So here we go. So now you look at the 5-year of uranium, and it was $39.50 in 2014 when it was going down, and it got down to as low as $18 spot price, but it was about $35 long term. So now it's been slowly kind of kicking around $32 to $30 for the long-term uranium when it was going down to about $20, and now it was getting up to $29.10, and that was getting really close with the long-term uranium price, because the long-term uranium price was only $2 more pretty much, and now it's kind of odd that it's going down, the spot price, but now that the long-term uranium price is going up. So I mean, it's going to be interesting whether the spot price kind of goes down. Maybe it goes down to $25 or $26, but I expect there's going to be an explosion in the uranium market very soon. I mean, you just look at this chart, the long-term chart, and it's getting off to $30 when it got above there, and the fact that it's not going down. So now if you look at the long-term chart, so back in 2003 it was $11, and then it went to $136 for the spot price, when the spot price was more than the long-term price. So now it's been going down, but I think the bottom was back around here and around here, and we're slowly going to be getting into around like $35 to $40 and then to $50, I think, in that could be this whole year or maybe in 2020, but I expect it by 2020, sometime in the year, it's going to be above $50. And it's probably going to start creeping up to like $70. That's just my thinking. You know, when this market moves, it's going to move really fast. And yeah, I mean, just with what's going on with China and USA, I mean, I think it's going to really shake things up with commodity prices. So here we're going to go to the commodity for the real-time commodities. So yeah, platinum, palladium. So copper had a really good rise on Friday. It went up 3.35%. Silver was up almost 3%, and gold was up about 1.77%, and it hit over $1,300, which is a very nice number. If you're a gold bug or you check the gold markets, $1,300 was a good resistance area. Wow, I didn't check that out till today. But yeah, you see, it was at 1,300. So yeah, seems like if it can get above, what's that, 1,350 or so, somewhere around there, that'll be a very good move. It can get above 1396, so $1,400, if it gets above $1,400, then it can start going towards 1,500 and maybe try to get towards $2,000 in US dollars. I think for the value for gold, for the fact that they keep printing more money, that it just shows that the dollar is not as strong as people actually believe it is. With everything going up in price for the last 10, 15 years, gold it's supposed to go up with inflation, and the fact that it hasn't, I believe it's being heavily manipulated. And there's going to be, I know JP Morgan, they bought a lot of gold. I also find it very curious that if you go to TD Precious Metal Store, so now there's an online shop for TD where you can buy gold and silver. I kind of find that interesting. I mean, it's almost as though maybe the banks, they're buying money. I mean, they're spending money into gold and silver as well, and they also want to have other people get into it as well. I mean, I'm talking maybe a little conspiracy theory, but I mean, let's just be real. If they have more people buying, TD's got a big amount of people that that are their customers. So if they can attract, whether it's like 5 or 10% of their people that go to the bank into like spending like $500 or $1,500 or $2,000 on gold or silver, that can really have an influence on actually the price of gold and silver, because people don't really spend that much money on gold and silver. There's very few people that are invested into gold and silver. I mean, you saw that Bitcoin went up to $20,000, and this is like an actual asset. I mean, this is something that it's handled the test of time, and they've had it be worth like backed up currencies in the past. So if you can get gold for 1768 US dollars, I don't know. I think it's a lot better of an investment than buying a Bitcoin. But yeah, I find it interesting that TD did that. Enough about TD and the fact that maybe they're acknowledging that the gold market's going to start going up, and maybe it's going to go to like $2,000 in the next year or so, and they're having an influence on the market if they're promoting that, right, on their bank services online. So yeah, find that very interesting. So now you go to the fact that copper went up, and copper is an industrial metal, right? So the fact that copper is going up, it might be signaling that the commodities market is really going to start rising. I mean, this is just the beginning. It's just starting to go up in this week, on the end of the week, but copper can get hit 3.28. And if it goes up to 3 and it starts going up to 3.54 or even higher, like $4 or $5, like that would be a very good, if you were invested into a stock that had copper reserves, your stock will go up in price, because the amount it costs for them to get copper out of the ground, as soon as it starts going up, all that extra money, when the per pound that you pay for copper, it's all profits. So that's the thing. If it's all going to be profits, so that you got your stocks like Share Resources, and they're all like copper. But see they've hit really low, like 1.72 over a year ago, and now it's at 41 cents. So, and I think this company has a lot of copper, nickel and cobalt mining, and oil and gas exploration. Maybe they don't have copper, maybe I was wrong. But copper is very similar to nickel. The prices tend to move at the same time. Like you can see nickel moved up 1.66%. So yeah, it's going up. You know, copper, this is per ton, so that's close to about $6 per pound. Now, if it gets up to like 750 and it goes up to like, here it was going for $25 a pound back in 2007. So if they need a lot of nickel with, like Tesla's going to need a lot of nickel, and if there's a military, if they're end up spending more money for military, they need lots of nickel, and you know, it's just it's an industrial metal, but it is used for in Tesla vehicles. So I mean, if they start ramping up on Tesla, this nickel can go up, as well as lithium. So silver is also been going up too. But the big one I found is very curious is that palladium. It almost hit $1,400, and people don't really talk about palladium, but it's a platinum group metal, and here's the maximum. So it just keeps creeping up. 1327, and it was at $495 back in 2016. So somebody could have bought it then and hold it, and it pretty much went up 3 times in that time. So yeah, it's very interesting. Let's do okay, so First Majestic silver. It's at 733 in US dollars. Actually, no, this is on the TSX. Yeah, so you know, this is a 1-year chart, and you see it's getting up. So if you believe that silver is going to go up, this is a good stock to probably own. There's also wheat and precious metals. Yeah, and it's starting to go up too. It went up to almost $40, and this company, they get money from when they loan companies money who are in silver, and they also do a little bit of gold too. But anything that they get out of the ground, those companies, then they have to pay them a certain amount of out in gold and silver. Mostly silver, because it's like wheat and precious metals, and it used to be silver wheaten, but the majority, I mean, so now if silver was to go up, say, to $20 US, like it would for sure get to $30, $35. I mean, I'd consider putting a call option. I'm not sure if you can get a call option with this company, but even like First Majestic, and like I'm trying to get a call option with Cominco for March. So I think that just the fact that they're the biggest company in uranium that you can buy for stocks, and the fact that it's been so out of favor, if uranium starts to take hold, the fact that it's 6.3 million, I mean, this can definitely get up to like 15 billion, 20 billion dollar market cap. If uranium starts going up to 30 to like $35 to $50, because they don't have pretty much anything running right now, and they have partnerships with some companies. I know they have partnership with Point Uranium, which has been on a pretty good run recently. I'm invested in them because they're small, but they have drilling going on. They just started drilling, so. But yeah, they have partnerships. They have to have partnerships probably with some other companies as well. But they're the biggest player, and they have MacArthur Mine, which is huge in Saskatchewan. So it says their price to book is 1.3, and it's a beta, and they have a dividend of 8 cents. It's per year, so it's not a very big dividend. It's like 0.5%, right? But I mean, I could see this company go to $20 to $30 as long as the uranium price keeps going up. Now, if uranium starts going down to like $25, then this price is going to go down with it as well. So I think, I mean, I don't know enough about uranium to be 100% sure, but I'm pretty damn sure that this is probably the best company to invest in for uranium. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is just for entertainment and information purposes. Like, if I talk about any stocks when I go on, but I would say they're like pretty safe. But again, do your own due diligence. And yeah, the volume's kind of going up. So they have 52-week low, 1050 to 1670. So yeah, I think that's pretty much. I'm going to end this video. I hope you got something out of this video. Give me a thumbs up again. It helps my channel grow. And subscribe. And until next time, peace.